Good evening, everyone. It's Sparks here, back for more Final Fantasy XIV. Last time around, we did a few dungeons, and now we're going to focus on trying to get a few quests for the guilds done. So, let's get into it. Starting with Minor. Hello there, Arbert. It's good to see you again. Judging by the blisters on your hands, it's plain you've been hard at it with your pickaxe. Good. Ready for the next stage of your training. The Earth is a vast realm filled with diverse environments, and our mineral wealth varies from region to region. Even within Thallon, there's a marked difference between east and west. You want to be a successful miner, it's essential that you know where to look for what. In fact, you become intimate with Eorzea. How else can you expect her to reveal her innermost secrets to you? Getting to know her every square mile is no small undertaking, of course. But the yawns soon add up, as I'm sure you'll find with my next task. I'd like you to seek out 10 bone chips for me. Just so you don't go about it completely blind, here's a hint. You'll find these just beyond the gate of Null. Off you go now, and happy digging. Okay. I am going to go and collect the, resource itself. Gate of Nald. I know I don't need to, as I've already been here before, but... Ow. Okay. Hold on. I need to find bone chips. There. I should really have... Oh, good. Oh, wait, no. I'm at a level at which it should activate automatically. Yeah, I started doing some of the leaves around Ul'dah and massively leveled this up. Where? That was weird. Anyways, we have a lot of missions we can do, and I do intend to turn most of them in. Let's see this one. Back to Null, to Ul'dah, turn that in. This is, I think, which quest level is this? Oh, this is only level 5. Oh, we've got a long way to go then. Alright. Ah yes, precisely 10 bone chips. You've done well, Arthur. No doubt you had trouble tracking these down at first, but each chip you found added to your understanding. For your efforts, you've come to know where best to search for bone chips, so it goes for everything else we mine. Now, in addition to learning where to find materials, you should also make a point of knowing who needs them. For instance, armorers and blacksmiths are our best customers when it comes to ores, while goldsmiths will struggle to ply their trade if we can supply them with gold and gemstones. And we mustn't forget the alchemists. Those fellows can never have too much rock salt and cinnabar, and we often rub shoulders with them. In short, know whence it comes and whither it goes. To be sure, you still have much and more to learn, and there's no substitute for hard work. Don't look so glum. Just be thankful you don't have to memorize all that information. You have a gathering log for such stuff. Make good use of it and you can't go wrong. That's all for now. Keep up your efforts and visit me again when you've spent more time in the wilds. With pickaxe in hand. I'll have another task for you when you've perfected your swing. Alright, so level 10 and we get this. Ah, there he is, the rising star of the Miners Guild. Don't be like that, I'm only teasing, which is not to say it isn't true. The fact is, you've been working tirelessly and you've improved more quickly than I could have hoped. Do you think you're ready to handle a task in the name of the guild? As you probably know, we receive orders from various parties, but most come from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. The concern actually owns this hall, but they've kindly given us the loan of it. In return, they get first pick of guild talent to work their mines. On occasion, they send requests for us to procure less widely used minerals, commodities required in quantities too small to warrant anything beyond an ad hoc arrangement. Once this request happens to arrive just now, I want you to take care of it, Albert. This time the concern needs 10 pieces of obsidian, and I'd like you to procure them. You'll have the best luck searching around the hammers in Western Europe. Alright. Obsidian. That's not what we're going to need, is it? Nope. I'll get some water shards out of it. Almost there. Well, we only need another 3, so yay. going to turn in this request. Care about the fate. There's a quest there called an ill-conceived venture. I should go see what that's about. Several of us have difficulty summoning their retainers. Based off your assistance, you will find these troubled souls in limbs and limbs of Reborn and Ul'dah. What will be the same regardless of whom you help, so do not hesitate to be a venture of your choice. Is this damn thing working? Oh, hello, say, you look like you're an old hand when it comes to this adventuring business. My helping situation? I sent my retainer to drive over the other day on a venture. Hunting, to be precise. Simple enough, right? Except now she's gone missing. Much as like to head out there and look for her, though. I know full well that I'd be feeding the buzzards before long. So if you're willing, I'm much obliged if you go to Eastern Downland in my stead. Yeah, I'll go look into that. We're gonna keep going with this quest line. Remember, it's 10 pieces of city we need. Oh, this is a fine obsidian. The concern will be well pleased. In case you're wondering, the spoils of your labor are bound for the Colosseum. I'm told there's to be an exhibition featuring ancient arms. One of these is the Makuhuatl, a wooden sword with shards of obsidian embedded in its edges. Before man learned to work metal, he used various kinds of stone to craft blades for his weapons. So he was among the most coveted, thanks to the razor-sharp edge it could achieve. These days, of course, blades are commonly forged of steel and obsidian has fallen out of favor. There's still folk out there willing to pay good coin for it nevertheless. As an ambitious young miner, do well to pay attention to such customers. Make the effort to stay abreast of demand, and your efforts you must richly rewarded. Continue to impress with your progress, Albert. It's past time you learned how to use a sledgehammer. It's a secondary tool we use in conjunction with a pickaxe. Thus equipped, you'll be able to break outcrops of bedrock and get to the precious minerals within. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and find a rocky outcrop and give that sledgehammer of yours a swing. Okay, everything that's available is either equal or worse than what I have. Oh. Albert, I've been searching high and low for you. You have a visitor. No worry about that. I speak of Deep Canyon, Vice Foreman of Amblogina and Sons Mineral Concern. It seems word of your sizable Hall Obsidian has reached his ears, and now he wishes to meet with you. I can only speculate as to his intentions, I'm afraid. We haven't spoken much of late. Truth be told, I've scarcely seen him. You'd never know it, but we used to be close. Anyway, I suggest you go and see the man. Find out what he wants of you. He's waiting by the entrance. The Arbor is out. I'm waiting for you. Antique Canyon, Vice Foreman of the concern. I must say, you're not what I was expecting. I was sure Alberta's newest protege would be an Alamican, like every other miner this place produces these days. But you're from even farther afield. Unless you're an adventurer. No offense, but in these parts, adventurers are known for being fickle buggers who break pledges like the rest of us break bread. Truth be told, I've always wondered whether you lot are actually good for Ul'dah. But it seems you're not like the others. It takes more than a jobbing miner to deliver on an order from the concern. I have in mind to assign you work, real work. Before I do, I'm obliged to test you. I want you to procure 10 ons of cinnabar for me. Do this and we'll talk about more lucrative undertakings. Of course, a bit of cinnabar shouldn't pose much trouble for the guild's rising star. It's but a formality. To be formalities, be sure to tell the guildmaster about your little test. There's one in charge around here, after all. I won't have it said that I'm undermining her authority. A test for decanting, I thought as much. In case you don't know, cinnabar is a mineral used to make quicksilver. It's found in certain types of rock, and you invariably need a sledgehammer to get at it. Now, I mean to dampen your spirits, but contrary to what you were told, cinnabar isn't easy to find. In fact, it's known to elude even experienced miners. Here you are testing procuring 10 ons of the stuff. Safe to say this test is no mere formality. I may not be able to help you dig, but I can point you in the right direction. Search just outside Sunrise Gate. The lucky outcome there bells are known to wield cinnabar. 10 ounces may sound like nothing, but take it from me. You have to work for everyone. This is a big task, Garber, but I believe you're equal to it. Yay. So, cinnabar. Although I am here to get cinnabar, getting the other resources will help complete the gathering logs, which is important for experience. Cinnabar. So close. Oh well. Times a sail bar, or not one less. Oh, and make it quick. I'll grab the information. Let's see into. Well, this will come out. Congratulations, Artbert, you passed the test. Seems you're growing more potential than I've been led to believe. This skill's no place for a lad of your talent. I make you my personal assistant, but sadly for you the position is not open to adventurers. Why? Because the concern only employs those whose roots are firmly planted in Ul'dah. The nation owes much to its prosperity to the mining trade, but more and more we see outsiders growing fat off the knowledge of our forebears. Well, I know full well that there's decent foreigners out there who give as much as they get. Yourself, for one. Ultimately, what belongs to Ul'dah should stay in Ul'dah hands. Of course, the current guild masters doesn't share our way of thinking, which is something I dare say we'll need to see about correcting for long. Might be as business is good, but it's better to be shorthanded than to watch outsiders make off without wealth. But we were talking about you, Albert. You've proven yourself capable, and the concern will have more work for you in the coming days. Depend on it. Before I go, here's some free advice for you. Pay more attention to your gear. What you wear and wield affects how well you work. Even a decent pair of gloves can make a world of difference. Take my word for it. These things cost money, this is true, but what's the price of a pair of gloves compared to the untold wealth that lies out there waiting to be dug up? Bugger all, that's what. Now on that note, I'll be off. I don't doubt we'll meet again soon. Assuming you stick with the trade long enough, that is. Albert, I hear you passed the Vice Foreman's test. Well done. I never doubted that you'd manage. I'm proud of you all the same. Tell me, do you Ken have any words of advice for you by any chance? I see. Because your Vice Foreman used to be a miner himself. More than that, he used to be my mentor. My father was a miner too, but he died in a cave when I was but a child. The guild's been his home to me since, as members of my family. I grew up here, watching girls sing and dance on that very stage. I even joined them for a while. It seemed the best way to please my adopted family. They wanted to become miner back then, you see. After what happened to my father, I could scarcely face the thought of serving a woman underground, never mind a lifetime. Now the stage suited me much better, which left what exactly? Surrounded by miners for as long as I could remember, I began to wonder if I truly belonged among them. I considered leaving. It was then that one of the world's brightest and best took me by the hand and showed me the joys of mining. I speak, of course, of Deep Canyon. Told me everything he knew. A great deal. The more I learned of mining, the closer I felt to my father. I owed a lot to Deep Canyon, despite how things turned out. I'm rambling. I meant only to tell you that the man knows what he's talking about, when it comes to mining at least. It's high time I tell you something. You're here to learn, after all. Concerns the Vice Foreman's advice to you. He speaks true. A miner who neglects his gear can't hope to work to his full potential. In the past, if you want to improve your gear, you have little choice but to replace it. These days we have materia. But by your confused expression, I take it you're not familiar with this stuff. I reckon less is more. Simply put, material is kind of crystal that enhances the properties of its attached. I wish that conversation went differently if you were on a quest for it. The attachment process is fairly simple, but that wasn't always the case. Time resonates substances called catalysts, and taking stuff up comes from the healthy part of the miner's work there. Now you don't know a leaf catalyst anymore. There's still educational merit to be gathered. Good, I want you to try your hand at your ID. I'll name the grade 1 carbon as mine. 15 fragments while I do it. We'll have the best luck searching around the Geneva checkpoint over Miller Nelson. Oh, we'll most definitely need your search. Okay. Oh dear. I probably won't go for long today. Just long enough to get caught up with the guild quests that we have unlocked. Which will include the gladiator, thaumaturge, and pugilist ones. We're almost there. Alright, Rocky Outcrop. Oh, hello. Gosh, I'm very quiet again. I am. Probably should have just gone to bed instead of starting the stream, but now I've started it. I want to go for at least an hour. How goes your search for carbonized matter? Don't forget, 15 fragments unlocked. Here you go. Hi, precisely 15 fragments of Reborn carbonized matter. Well done, Albert. I expect you're keen to learn about material. First thing I should tell you is that it's not been around for long. In yours, at least, knowledge of it only came to our shore a few years back. The process of enhanced equipment goes something like this. First you take well-worn gear and extract material from it. Don't ask me how. You'll take that material and attach it to the item you want to enhance. It is this procedure known as melding that once before catalysts like the kind you brought me. I should mention at this point that the actual task of melding is something that only skilled disciplines of hand should attempt. That's weavers, goldsmiths, and so on. These will used to depend on us disciplines of land to supply them with catalysts. When catalyst-free melding was discovered, and we lost a small source of work. That's just progress for you, and I try to be happy for it. Now there's various kind of material, each offering unique benefits. As I'm sure you guessed, some of them can be exceedingly useful to miners. It's these which I recommend you seek out. Once you find material you like, you just need to ask a friendly discipline hand to do the melding for you. I'm sure there's one among your acquaintances. Or, you know, I could just do it myself. Albert, you couldn't have come at a better time. One of our number has taken ill, you see, and I need someone to handle the work assigned to him. Tell me, are you familiar with effervescent water? Alchemists use it to make a substance called natron. And bakers use natron for leavening, that is, raising dough. Without it, there'd be no ginger cookies, puppets, blood-currant tarts. And as you may have gathered, I'm fond of the odd sweet or three. Of course, effervescent water is good for more than just baking. A lot of miners ask for a drop of it in their drinks. Makes the stronger stuff that bit more refreshing, you see. Let me tell you, there's nothing there to wash away the dust of a hard day's mining. But you didn't come here to hear my thoughts of food and drink. You came here to learn about mining. And so you shall, by procuring some effervescent water for me. The Alchemist Guild needs 15 balls of stuff, urgently. They couldn't stress that enough. What I can make out, they themselves are scrambling to fill an urgent order natron for them to Bismarck and live settlement stuff. One of his finest restaurants, in case you didn't know. Anyway, you best get going. You'll need to work fast to make up for all the time I wasted chatting about sweets and guac. Oh, but you'll have the best luck mining Busker and Scar over in the Black Shroud. Oh, it's a South Shroud one. A South Shroud is not a location we have been to yet, and I would rather not travel there until the story requires us to. So that's it for that one for now. Okay. Go to Goldsmith. Monster is surprised to see you. We cover 20s evaluation so hard so we're gonna get you yet. So glad you take it seriously when you said your papa wasn't fit for a chamber pot. I mean, really, it doesn't even make sense. You can make a chamber pot out of anything. Anyway, I hate you working hard because your next task won't be nearly as easy as the last. This is all about. I need to make 3 copper gorgets. For this, you'll need copper ingots, which you very conveniently learned to make last time. And I direct you to purchase one or from Iceland before, but there are other ways to obtain. You day up yourself, or perhaps befriend a lonely miner and convince him to share some with you. Maybe choose a team there, which will okay. So I need to make copper gorgets. Which also means making copper ingots. Which I can quick synthesize. Check. Copper ore is used for bronzing in this, as well as copper glass. So better not use it all up. How much do I need to make the gorgets? 2. So maybe 6. So we'll make 10 to be safe. Right, next stop, we need some leather. Well, that will see if our at least 3 leather. They don't need to be high quality for this particular quest. You only got 2 quests for this one. Course ready yet, Arbor? Don't keep me waiting. In my opinion. Gorgets. Your gorgets are gorgeous, Greenhorn. Oh wait, I meant grotesque. Ungodly, and affront to the gods themselves. For shame. Beg your pardon, but I'm afraid that constructive imprisonment isn't one of Jesus' points. But whatever, I guess they're gorgeous or well made, strong and functional. And that's the least they should be, as they're meant to protect one's throat. When it comes to basic pieces like this, we don't have much creative freedom. Still, doesn't mean we should put in less effort, especially since the technique used to craft simple accessories are the same ones used to craft elaborate ones. And then, you've learned how to handle your hammer, but there's another tool I'd like you to get acquainted with. This grinding wheel you'll find it easier to add the finishing touches with craft. Try using it, and you'll see what I mean. Keep your nose in that grinding wheel, and you'll be ready for your next challenge in no time at all. I'm so sorry, sir. Please don't. Oh, it's only you, Arbor. For a moment there, I thought my heart was about to fail me. I thought the angered miner project. Gigi wasn't pleased with the ore the miner brought in, you see, and he made his sentiment clear. The only way he knows how. There was mention of the miner's mother and all his goals. Jesus. Never mind all that. I have an urgent task for you. We've just received an order for a prodigious quantity of copper rings. I'd like you to have that. This is an honest God's commission, Arbor. That's decides for the paying customer, not your kind of lovely guild master. But I believe that you can do more than simply satisfy. When the customer's ready, so you best get started on those copper rings. When the rate comes, show until you want to my show. Jesus. You're kidding. Is half done. Let's do quick synthesis because we've already done it once. Ugh. There we go. It's done. Oh, never mind. I better manually make this one because apparently the high quality stuff doesn't count. So the ring's ready? Yes. GGG copper rings. I've seen worse. Must yours be so? Wait, did you say that you've seen worse? Albert, that is as good as a compliment coming from him. I know. I mean, when you consider what a scathing critique usually is, perhaps the fact that he's not saying anything more insulting is a sign he likes it. After all, he called your previous work utter garbage in front of the gods themselves. I have expected him to call these rings abysmal failures. I probably should take this opportunity to teach you a thing or two about what you made. Rings are rings made out of copper. They can be used to make chains and dirt chainmail. And you probably already knew all that. Anyway, Albert, I would like you to deliver these rings to the client personally. I would handle it myself, but I believe it's very important that you learn how to deal with customers firsthand. The client is a Sultan sworn named Bob. We should be waiting outside the guild right now. I told him he could wait inside, but he said he didn't want to distract the goldsmiths at their work. No more distraction like that. You're a goldsmith, aren't you? Did Mr. Serendipity send you? Yes, these shall serve nicely. Keeping the Sultana from harm is perilous business, you see. The Sultan's work can never have enough supplies to keep our equipment in serviceable condition. You may inform Serendipity that she can expect something soon. I send her my fondness for darkness. Just ask her out. I go already. What do you say about my to work? Anyway, seeing how well your first commission went, I hopes for those to come. In fact, I was to speak with Eustace down quicksand to see what work is available for a goldsmith. Yes, I believe you're quite ready to handle commissions independent of my supervision. Take yourself to the adventure school and try to take me on a task or two. I already have been, but I make a suggestion. Alright, so that's good. Who else needs caught up? Weaver. And Alchemist. We'll start with Alchemist because it has less to do. We are right now. What is it now? Guilt for the poor under the cursed love filter? That wrench that insists on listening to Benjamin. No, then. Oh, my new assistant. No. Don't bother me with more names. My mind shall not be cluttered with trivial details that relate to alchemical processes. I trust you have busied yourself with the mastery of your discipline. I scam most to spare on lessons, but I suppose I must do the best of monitor of timing of training if you are to be of any use to me. Let's move on to the second fundamental principle of alchemy. Your second principle will be best facilitate creating 3 bottles of antidote. For its task, you need to acquire a stupid number of grass fibers as well as a chunk of rock salt. I believe the guild often has some poisonous snakes in stock, so you only purchase them from supplier lists. Ah, yes. As for the rocks, I believe she can supply that too, for reasonable price. I rather suggest seeing her for all your simple ingredient needs, unless you fancy experimenting and amplifying them yourself. In any case, I am not terribly concerned with how you procure the materials. What is most important is that you experiment this fundamental principle firsthand as you concoct the 3 bottles of antidote. Return to me with the bliss of new knowledge, not permanent futures. Have you completed 3 bottles of antidote task? God's help you if you need something or anything less. I mean, I already had some, so I didn't make them, but he doesn't need to know that. An excellent result, my precarious protege. I see you have attained the optimum viscosity without applying the crimson hue. It will be most interesting to see how well these mixtures perform on live test subjects. Well, of course they'll be poisoned. How else would I gauge the efficacy of your work? But never mind that. Have you learned a second alchemical principle? You have produced a helpful compound that combines otherwise mundane or lethally harmful substances. Has this expanded your awareness of what is attainable in this profession? Just as it is possible for medicine to act as a poison in sufficient amounts, so it is possible for poison to be utilized as a cure. The successful creation of these antidotes is evidence of this very fact. Those without knowledge of alchemy would spare not a second glance for the venomous grass viper. Mix this venom with the appropriate amount of rock salt, and people will flock to your door to purchase your miraculous remedy. Study experiment will reveal worth in the most unexpected places. Desire for sustenance and rest will become as minor annoyances once you have learned the joy of such discoveries. It's time you add this amateur's mortar to your repertoire of alchemical devices. The mortar is often referred to as a secondary tool, but used in conjunction with primary tools such as an alembic, it will soon come to appreciate the value in your work. As there be much practical use for your growing skills, my eager apprentice, are all going to find use for your new toy. I have further research to conduct. That's that one done. Weaver time. Back so soon? Very well, let's resume your training. Since last we spoke, you will doubtless have spent your time making the basic products of our trade, namely yarn and cloth. And I would have you take such basic products and craft whole garments for them. Make a few pairs of hempen breeches and present them for my inspection. You're working with hempen cloth and yarn this time, as well as a little bit of leather. You can muck and furnish you with materials to help you get started. But eager as I am to see the fruits of your labor, it would be remiss of me not to mention that there are more economical methods of curing that which you need. For example, the local grass from which you have been dutifully making yarn can be freely gathered on the wild. That said, one can simply rip it out of the ground with one's hands. A scythe is needed, as well as a working knowledge of botany. Have you perchance made the acquaintance of a botanist or two? If not, I highly recommend that you do so. They are attractively earthy without seeming dirty and useful besides. Having said all that, I will not accept a newfound passion for botany and its practitioners as excuse for the late delivery of your breeches, so don't keep me waiting. Alright. So I need 2 local grass to make, I need 6 to make that, and 12 to make that. So purchase fee. I purposely bought it for this recipe, so we'll craft all 25. Come on. Keep going. Pretty sure I'm gonna level up again. So we'll have 2 more quests after. 3 more quests actually, because this is only level 5 one, isn't it? Yep. And that's 10. We only need 6. All right. And synthesis. Another one done. Yay. Finger breaches are ready. Not bad, Albert. Not bad at all. The style of light wear has never been particularly fashioned, nor has its design changed significantly over the years, fluctuating length aside. I digress. I wonder if you might try for a variation on the conventional design. I see up to for orthodoxy. Why is this in this case? Hempen clothing is inexpensive and troublemaking, and popular amongst farmers, miners, and others who work the land. Such customers value comfort and mobility over all else. They may appreciate more elegant forms, but they will not sacrifice function for them. Each garment has a purpose, Albert. Purposes you should always bear in mind. A scalpel hem is about as useful to a miner as nipples on a gladiator's breastplates. Oh, I'm thinking about the back nipples. Now then, having completed your latest task, I believe you earn the spinning wheel. Using combination with your meal and your work will benefit from it. Saying that, it will of course take you a little while to become accustomed to using the tools together. Don't worry though, I fully intend to give you ample opportunity to acquire them. In fact, I won't be teaching you anything else until you have. Time the spinning wheel feels like it belongs in your hand, I dare say I'll have thought of a new task. Until then, my boy. So, Albert, will do. Make me a dozen bolts of undyed heaven cloth as fast as you can. Not the palpable sense of urgency. Time is of the Okay. There was a button to only like normal quality stuff. Which I ticked it. Well, that was quick. Original new cloth. There we go. Praise Zinnia for bringing you here with. She did. There wasn't time to explain before, but Sunsilk Tapestry has the honor of supplying the immortal flames. No patrons, to be sure, but ones whose needs can be rather difficult to predict. Logic Acacia, detachment of ale-soaked adventurers from the Foreign Brigade, thought the Silver Bazaar an appropriate location for a bout of fisticuffs, resulting in pressing need for bandages. Ordinarily, we would not accept such a large commission at short notice, but the Foreign Brigade is a favorite of her grace. It would not do to let some troublemakers suffer, even if they did bring it upon themselves. And so your lovingly woven fabric will still be wrapped around the cracked heads, gashed knees, and smooth knuckles of said ruffians. Still, your time hasn't been entirely wasted. Dare say you can now weave hempen cloth in your sleep, which is a handy talent to have, given the fabric's many uses. You made progress, or in fact, I do believe you're ready to undertake commissions. I've heard the kind of work doled out by Eustace and Quicksand, of course. It'll be a while yet before you can be entrusted with anything bearing the Sunsilk name. But should you continue to improve at the rate you have been, that glorious day may not be very far off. Good you come, Harper. I happen to have work for you. There's a commission of sorts for one of our regular customers, a gentleman named Wawaruka. To show our appreciation for his continued patronage, I will present him with his choice of bespoke garments. Seek him out on Onyx Lane and offer your services. Oh, remember, Harper, you are representing me, so put yourself in mind. I will try. Ah, Moruka, who's asking? Ah, Hellsbrick, Rose don't need to go trouble himself on my account. All them gloves and scarves are for the guild, not me. So they go quartermaster around here, see? And the lads go through gear faster, cobalt, chewing on a chunk of mithril. The big man insists and he rude not to accept. Now that I reckon I could do with new cotton scarf. Aye, a pair of cotton shivered soaps as well. Ones I've got are on their last legs. Been meaning to get round to replacing them. I expect you'll be wanting me to come to the guild for a fit, will you? See you there then. A cotton scarf, a pair of cotton shepherd soap. That's all? Well, let's not keep the customer waiting. Alright then, Arbert. The garments are ready, good sir. Allow me to help you into them. Oh, these are nice, very nice. Never had tried garments before. You're a weaver and a half-yarder. Big Rose always did know how to train them. You are too kind, sir. Pardon me for saying so, sir. I must confess I had rather finer raiments in mind when I extend you this invitation. To use as such, I'd be honored to make them for you myself. Thanks, Big Rose, Bill Fang. I can't see myself in frilly whatsits. My mind's where I belong, at some fancy ball. You need a lady on your arm to go to them things. That'll be the day, eh? Anyway, I best get on. But knowing how fast the lads go through gloves, I dare say I'll be back before too long. Thanks again for the duds. They took a bit of water. Good work, Arbor. Carry on. Level 20. This is what we're on right now. Time has come, Arbor. Today you will work on behalf of Sun Silk Tapestries. Your client is heir to a vast fortune, a residential city, I know. Like many men of means, ever does he seek new Epicurean delights. I can only imagine what he desires this time. I thought it best for you to go and meet with the man himself, so I've taken the liberty of scheduling an appointment for you at the Sunset Tapestry shop on the steps of Mall. As I'm sure you're aware, that's on the other side of the city, and men like Namajaru are not fond for women. Sure? Irate. Jeez. I could have scheduled a meeting for... I could have talked to you first and then scheduled a meeting. Whatever, something I can turn in. I'll do that first. Please, adventure, handing in or picking up. One moment, please. It's part of a set. Okay. Yeah. No, I cannot spare Gil, you disgusting parasite. If you're kind but half as much ever in finding a job, sponging of upstand. Oh, the we've. It was a reflex. I have handed off far too many beggars this day. I should warn you that I have very specific requirements which must needs be fulfilled to the letter. I have recently discovered that I possess a prodigious talent for the gladiatorial arts. I'm rather informed that only the most expertly crafted equipment will allow me to realize my full potential. While cotton acting. But not just any, it must be enhanced with material. The ordinary kind is fixed to be worn only by peasants. Understood? Good. I believe you have a job to do. Oh, I hope you provide me with the material. We'll fast travel back to the Tailors Guild. Weavers. Another. Ugh. I think I'm gonna. It's gonna be a case of I finish this quest and then call it a day. It's gonna be really sleepy. Back to soon? Tell me, what would our esteemed client have you make for him? I see. When did material enhanced garments become essential for gladiators? Why? Many have the talents of the exceedingly wealthy differ from those of the rest of us. Yes, and you say he didn't even bother specify what type of material he preferred? Feel free to use any kind of hand it down to you to be able to tell the difference. But a question occurs. Are you familiar with material? If not, consider paying a visit to the bonfires in Ul'dah. A goblin scholar resides there who is well versed in the ways of material. I meanwhile am but a simple weaver and wholly unversed in the ways of material, expecting no such wisdom from me. But in case it wasn't obvious, I'm afraid I shan't be able to provide you with all the necessary materials. I suggest you search the market. Travel all the way to Reborn, I suppose. There's no shortage of dodos there. I'll leave them in your capable hands. Enjoy half dodo feathers. Let's say render ready. Block 2. Doesn't want high quality either. Let's give him there. Pray, do not keep your honored client waiting any longer than necessary for both our sakes. Sir, your acting is ready, if you would. Well, it appears to be satisfactory. I hope it will survive my rigorous training regimen. I shall have one of my manservants deliver the payment on the morrow. No, I'll take payment now. In lieu of your customer's gratitude, let me express mine. Thank you, Arbor. I don't doubt that this has been an unenjoyable experience for you. Remember, while you are under no obligation to respect such clients, you must always be seen to respect their wishes. I suspect you have begun to realize appearances are akin to reality in this city. It is for those who that our work is in such high demand. It is, after all, the weaver's task to make the world see the client as the client wishes to be seen. With that in mind, I must congratulate you on a job well done. When I watched that little turd fire out of here, I almost was stuck in for a gladiator. Wow. There we go. Alright, well, we're done with this one. There's no more to take right now for this class. There is one to take for Gladiator, but I'm way too tired to even consider continuing. So, I know it's only been an hour, it's a very short stream, but I really need to go to bed. So I can have enough energy to try and do some more in the morning. So, that'll be it for us today. Until next time, guys, it's always Evan Sparks, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. See yas!